Hello guys, I hope you're well, and I haven't been around for a long time, but excuse my hair that is crazy. I need to wash it, and I need to even do a hair dye here because it's just like too white for my liking, but I'm really lazy, so I haven't done it yet. Today I wanted to just talk about a few samples that I've ordered from Zao. I think it's Zao Essence of Nature .co.uk if I'm not mistaken. So these are basically, I've got 3 samples of their new and improved silk fluid foundation. I've got a video on the original silk fluid foundation that came out a few years ago. Can't remember, but I think I've got a video on that. So if you search in my playlist on foundation playlist, you should be able to find that video where I did I ordered a few samples and I swatched the shades that I had ordered. So today I've got 3 samples and of different shades, although they look very similar. I've got it on now. I've got shade 815 on my face right now, and all over is except for my under eyes, so or around my eyes, because I've put it on top as well of my lid. On my eyes I've got shade 813, so it's a bit lighter than the 815 shade. But I also got shade 814 because when I ordered it I wasn't sure what shade I was going to be like, because on their website the swatches that they have for these 3 shades, they look all very similar to each other's. So yeah, I think there are about maybe 9 shades in total, so it's not great, but it's only a small natural brand, so hopefully they will expand the shade range in the future, but at the moment like their darkest or deepest shade looks pretty medium to me. So yeah, it's only for like fair, light and medium skin tones. Really for now. Hopefully they will come up with something for deeper skin tones, but yeah, I've got it on my face right now, and so I'll show you. It looks quite radiant. So if I remember well, the other version, the original version of this foundation was quite a bit more matte, and it was setting really fast as well. This one is radiant. Is very radiant. I've got only this one on. I don't have any. So basically I've used this one as a foundation as well as a tinted moisturizer, shall we say. It's more of a tinted moisturizer vibe for me, because it says it has medium coverage, but I can't really see the medium coverage here because I can see all my imperfections still. I don't know if you can see all my sunspots here still on my nose as well, and here as well I've got all this, and I've still got some redness peeking through. It has done a bit of kind of a good job to cover up some of my redness, but not all of it. So it's a very light coverage foundation, and I've tried to build it up, but it doesn't build up because it kind of gets cakey when you try and build it up. It's got it's kind of a not thick or runny formula, but it's not like I don't know, it's very lightweight on the skin, so I can't really feel it, but it's it kind of sets a bit, but it's getting cakey if you try and build it up, and it comes off very easily with water as well. So if you go out, if it's raining and you go out in the rain, make sure that you don't get any rain on your face, because it's just gonna washing off straight away. So it's very easy to take it off at night time, you know, when you want to take it off, unless you've got other makeup on, then you might still need to use your cleansers. But if you've got only this foundation on, then you just need to wash your face with water and it will just come off right away. So be mindful of that. It's very easy to transfer as well on the mask. When I was wearing mask for only like, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes, it just came off on the mask. It was all there and it kind of was completely gone from my nose, my chin as well. So yeah, it's not that great for that. You might need to, I mean, I even set it with powder and it still came off on my mask. So maybe you have to use a setting spray as well on top of powder, you know, on top of the foundation and powder. I haven't tried doing that, but because I don't really have a setting spray, but yeah, that's that basically. Yeah, and I've tried to apply with a brush yesterday. This is a brush that I apply with, just a flat kabuki brush by Hakuro. It's number H51. It's a very good brush I got I think on eBay for £10. So very, very cheap brush, but very, very good. And then I've applied it today with my fingers. And I think the finger application is the best one because the brush didn't really do a good job. It was like streaky and it just didn't blend very well, which is really odd because this brush is really good with all the foundations that I've tried so far. So yeah, it's really weird. I think it's just this foundation fault rather than the brush. So just to show you that I'm gonna do you know, the swatches on my arm. I mean, probably I used my lightest part. I've got really dark arms still. I've got tan from my holiday in Malta. So let's start with the lightest shade that I've got. It's not the lightest shade in their range, but it's the lightest one that I've got. So this is shade 813. So I don't know if you can see. I mean, on camera it looks a bit different than in real life. It looks really dark and pink, which is not, but yeah, that's odd. So this is 814, and the other one is 815. Sorry, I'm really bad at swatches, but I'm just cleaning on the top of my arm. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see. So the first one, as I said, sorry, I'm holding my phone with my other hand, so I can't point the shade. But as I said, the one on the right hand side, it's the lightest shade, 813, and then 814, and then 815 on the left. So 815 is the one that I've got on my face. So they have I don't know, on camera they are a bit different than in real life. I think in real life 813 looks quite pale with a pinkish undertone. The 814 is quite pink and is a bit deeper than the 813. And 815 is kind of a neutral to kind of golden shade, which works for me right now. Probably in winter time I will have to go with the 813 or 815. Sorry, 814 is a bit too pink. So I don't think 814 will work, although it would work the depth of the shade maybe, but not the undertone, because I'm not extremely pink at all. I'm more neutral to yellowish. Well, I've got a tan, as you can see now. It's quite, oops, I've made a mess on my shirt, but I don't know if you can see, but my body is still quite tanned, and I do get quite peachy golden when I go in the sun, but that's another story anyway. I hope that gives you an idea of what these foundation shades look like. So there are a few other shades, you know, like there are, I think, 2 really light shades before 813, and then there are a few darker shades after 815, so from 816, but you know, it's very limited shade range at this time. So I've basically worn it yesterday for the whole day, and it doesn't really last that long. It breaks down quite easily. As I said, it comes off with, you know, water, so if you sweat a lot, it just may come off really quickly. Probably best for winter rather than summer, I would say. But it's, you know, if you use it as a tinted moisturizer, it's good, but I don't know whether you can, you know, apply other products on top of this, because it might not play well. As in, you know, if you want to have a higher coverage, whether you think that by applying another foundation on top, it would work. So I don't think it could work, because it depends what ingredients there are in the foundation that you want to use on top of this one. So I think it's probably best to use this on it by itself. And I don't think I'm gonna buy the full bottle. I think there is, because this, you know, is a refill type of product, so the refill tube costs £25, and the actual glass, the glass container with the bamboo top cap is £40. So yeah, it's way too pricey for me for what it is, for the performance that I get out of it. So I'm not gonna buy the, you know, the refill or the actual glass bottle for that reason, because it, you know, it just doesn't last the way I want it to last. Comes off very easily when you sweat, or, you know, if you are caught in the rain, you're just gonna have a meltdown of foundation on your shirt probably. So yeah, it's not that great. It's probably a bit better than the other formulation, because the other formulation was a bit too, I don't know, thick, and it was setting really fast, so it was really patchy. This one is it's not patchy when you apply, but if you try and layer it up, it does become patchy or cakey. It just looks makeup-y when you try and build it up on its own. So yeah, it's not that great, but great ingredients inside, and I'll leave the list of ingredients in the notes box, whatever it's called, comments box, whatever. But yeah, if you want to try this foundation, you know, just get samples. You can get samples on the Zao organic, or what's it called, Zao Essence of Nature website, or I think also Glow Organic Brighton, or Glow Organic, can't remember how they are called, but they do sell samples and as well, and they do have this brand, so they might have the samples of this new foundation. Go and check them out, whether they have already this foundation in stock, because it's a new release of this reformulation of their old one. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, and you know, take care everyone, and see you in my next video. Bye.